from the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Houston Astros and the Chicago Cubs. Ready to go now? Jose Altuve up to hit here. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
And we're underway. The wind of the pitch. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Hard on the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out. On the north side of Chicago, John Shambi and Chris Singleton. And now the DH, Yordan Alvarez. The 1-0. Alvarez, who's from Cuba, he grew up idolizing a future teammate, Yuli Gurriel, who is 13 years his senior. The 1-1. Not close with that one, but he gets him to go after it. One of the coolest moments of Marcus Stroman's career, Chris. He was the MVP of the 2017 World Baseball Classic. Team USA won gold. He took a no-hitter into the 7th inning of the championship game.
Really so awesome to see how guys buy into the WBC in spring training. They really take it seriously once they put on that USA uniform.
Had a good eye there.
That's the ball. 3-0.
And there's ball 4.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Michael Brantley swings through it for strike 1. That misses, and that's ball 1. Tries to get back and save. 2 outs. And there's a ball.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
And it's filled up.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Altuve at third. Abreu on at first with 2 down. And they're all loaded up. 2
walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Hat makes the play. And back at Wrigley Field. Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. The wind and the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Valdez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a curve, a cutter, a changeup, and he works in a 4-seamer.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's 1 away. So up now for Chicago, number 40. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. Swings through that.
Not a swing you want to watch again.
Got it by him for the K. Ian Happ up to hit. The Happ Daddy. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
The next pitch misses, and it's 1-1.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
The 1-2. Got him. Strikes out the side. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Astros, Chas McCormick. The pitch. Misses off the inside. 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. And a 1-1. Foul ball. On the ground to third, and it gets by him. Now he turns and heads for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just found a way to slap that ball down.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Gomes too late with the throw. Safe. Next pitch misses. And the count even 1-1. Pretty unique upbringing. Runner goes again. And he grounds one to the right side. Corner over to first. One out in the second. Martin Maldonado up to hit.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Stroh, a former first-round pick out of Duke back in 2012. When he was at Duke, he actually was a two-way guy. He played middle infield. He still loves to shag taking ground balls at short or third or second. Really good athlete. Next pitch is outside.
Yeah, this is a guy that goes out there every time looking to prove that height does not measure heart. It's something that he has written on the bill of his cap oftentimes when he's pitching.
Next one off the plate inside. And a full count now. The punch out there. And there are two outs. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two. Way inside, gets out of the way. Bounced up the middle. And that chance handled. Sends it to first. And they get Altuve. Bottom half of inning number 2. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Cody Bellinger. Swing and a miss. Cody Bellinger, remember, in 2017, he won the Rookie of the Year, hit 39 homers, and that set a National League rookie home run record. Strike two.
Yeah, Boog, a tremendous athlete. He won the Rookie of the Year as a first baseman, plays center field with the tops in the game, and has got a Gold Glove in right.
Maldonado to first. Save! He beats the throw. Good hustle right there.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
In the dirt, blocked. He's into second easily on the wild pitch. And there goes the double play possibility. Next offering misses, and the count is 1-1. Tucker puts the squeeze on that one, and there's one down. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. Now batting Jamer Candelario. Ground ball right side. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. And welcome back. Now it's Alex Bregman. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one. Bregman, who had a great career at LSU. He was the second overall pick in 2015. He wears that number on his back, number 2. And Singy, he was a big Derek Jeter fan growing up. Going to count 1-2.
Oh, Boog, a lot of guys would love to be taken in the first round and second overall, but Alex Bregman seems to have carried that as a chip on his shoulder over the years, not being the number 1 pick overall, and he's played in such a way where he's always trying to show people that he's the best, and it's translated on both sides of the ball.
That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Alvarez starting as the designated hitter, 25 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. And 1-2.
1-2 is the count.
Swings and misses. First two batters retired here in the top of the third. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Jose Abreu up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Abreu, multi-time All-Star, batting in the cleanup spot. And he was born in Cuba.
That's the ball.
That misses the zone. And now it's even 1-1. Just missed. Pitch misses there. 3 balls and a strike. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at-bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Next pitch misses way outside. Bounce to the right side. And it gets by him. Abreu around second.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Throw is high and over his head. Snap throw. He'll score, and they cut the lead to 2. Kicks and deals. Runner goes again. Sends it across to first, and Tucker is ready to go for the last half of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. Valdez, an all-star a season ago, 29 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. The wide to kick the pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Yan Gomes. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
That's one of those swing now before the pitchers even let go of the baseball.
Yan Gomes waits. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The pitch. That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Got him. Now 2 out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Nick Madrigal. And it's fouled away. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. Swings and misses. Couldn't catch up to the heater. On to the 4th at the plate. Chas McCormick.
Chas McCormick.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Adbert Alzolay.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Strike 1. 0-2 as he waves at that one. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So next up for Houston. Jeremy Pena rolled Out to second in his first at bat. Swings through that one. 0-1. Chris, here's a weird note, at least to me. Jeremy Pena is the first rookie shortstop to homer in the World Series. He did it in 2022. It had never been done before when he homered against the Phillies. There's a swing and a miss.
Yeah, he's very grounded in his approach at the plate. He's on the plate, not worried about getting beat on the inside part, which a lot of guys are. He's not worried about it. He can cover the outside to end, and that's why we see him get the barrel to so many baseballs.
Maldonado
Outside.
takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Next one misses. Ball 2. In there at the knees, and it's 2-1 now. And a swing and a miss.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last.
Swings through that one. It's just back here at the ballpark. Bottom of the fourth. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Nico Horner. And he deals. Out to center. And it drops in. And the leadoff man aboard.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to. And you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down. With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, try to stay out of a double play here.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. In the air, right field. And that will fall. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a...
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. To second with the throw and no chance to get back. Here at Wrigley Field, ready now for the 5th inning. Now, Jose Altuve. And the first offering is not close. Singy, you think about all the success Altuve's had in the postseason, including the walk-off homer off of the Yankees and Aroldis Chapman in 2019. Only Manny Ramirez. Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Now around second, going for third. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. Absolutely smoked the baseball. It just jumped off the lumber. And when you're able to find a gap like that, Boog, you're even looking for a triple.
Ripped into right center. And now maybe extra bases. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's 3-zip. And he's got an RBI triple.
Comes through with the RBI. I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Runner at third here, nobody out. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Jose Abreu up next for the Astros. Swing and a miss as he was late. Jose Abreu, one of those guys with kind of a quirky number 79. It was a number his mother chose for him way back when. She said, pick a unique number and make it yours. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 down. Bregman stuck in a rundown, trying for home now. Dives for the bag. Got him. Double play. Back here at the friendly confines. And here is Seiya Suzuki. And he was nowhere near that one for strike one. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Abreu handles the chance. The tag, and he's out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Candelario swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Swings and misses. And that is strike two. And here it comes. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Chicago, Dansby Swanson.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. And welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. Michael Brantley to start things off. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Brantley measures 6 feet 2 inches, 210 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2005. Reaching for it and brings it in. Here's Kyle Tucker.
Kyle Tucker.
That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Swanson makes the catch. 2 down.
Now that
on the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Here's the center fielder, Chas McCormick. That one gets down for a hit. Round second, digging for third. And this is going to be a 2-out triple. And next to hit for Houston, Jeremy Pena. And he lays down a bunt. Corner not in time to first, and a run comes across. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Martin Maldonado. Runner on the go. Squares to bunt, but that rolls foul. The 0-1. Runner on the go again. And he bunts, but that's foul. Strike 2. 0-2 now. Runner on the move again. There's a ball. Gomes too late with the throw. Safe. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Runner goes again. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's Yan Gomes. Valdez back to work. And a big swing and a miss. Gomes in his 11th season, 35 years old, and he's a native of Brazil. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Maldonado in time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
You're best when you let the game come to you. Tried to make too much happen right there. Not his best at bat.
Madrigal now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. And a pitch. Maldonado gathers, throws to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. Horner at the plate now. That's ball 1. And it's even up. Horner, a guy who grew up in the Bay Area, was a huge fan of those late 80s, early 90s Oakland A's teams with Ricky Henderson and company. And Nico loved getting a chance to not only go watch Oakland play, but also the San Francisco Giants. Maldonado to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Digging in, Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve.
And a pitch. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Number 40, moving under it. Makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back. No